Hello everyone, and welcome to Day 7 of our English Speaking Challenge. Before we begin today's lesson, I want to sincerely thank every single one of you for staying with me throughout this entire journey. Your dedication, hard work, and consistency have made this challenge truly special. Learning English doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience, regular practice, and confidence. But just think about how much progress you've made in only 7 days. If you continue practicing every day, imagine where you'll be in the next few months. Although today is the final day of this challenge, it is not the end of your English learning journey. In fact, it's only the beginning. Keep speaking, keep listening, keep learning, and most importantly, never stop believing in yourself. Today's lesson is based on a very common real-life situation, shopping at a grocery store. You'll learn useful English conversations that people use every day while buying groceries, asking for help, finding products, and paying at the checkout counter. Let's begin. Scene: a visit to the grocery store. Meet Jessica, a 34-year-old mother of 2. Every Saturday morning, she visits her neighborhood supermarket to buy groceries for the entire week. She has already prepared a shopping list and hopes to find fresh products at reasonable prices. As Jessica walks into the supermarket, she picks up a shopping cart and heads directly toward the fruit and vegetable section. Jessica, excuse me, could you please tell me where I can find the organic vegetables? Store assistant, certainly. They're located in the corner beside the fresh salad section. Jessica, great, thank you. I'm looking for organic carrots and fresh spinach. Do you have both available today? Store assistant, yes, we do. The carrots are on the upper shelf, and the spinach is displayed just below them. Jessica carefully selects a bunch of carrots and a packet of spinach. Before putting them into her cart, she checks whether they are fresh. After a closer look, she notices that some spinach leaves seem slightly dry. Jessica, excuse me, this spinach doesn't look very fresh. Do you have a newer batch available? Store assistant, of course. Let me check our storage room. A few moments later, the employee returns with a freshly stocked bag. Store assistant, here you are. This shipment arrived earlier today. Jessica, that's perfect. Thank you for your help. Jessica continues shopping and moves toward the dairy section. She needs milk, butter, and cheese, but she's unsure which milk would be the better choice. Jessica, hi, could you help me decide between these 2 kinds of milk? One is organic and the other is low-fat. Store assistant, it depends on your family's preference. If you're looking for a healthier option with less fat, choose the low-fat milk. If you prefer a more natural taste, the organic one is an excellent choice. Jessica, that makes sense. I'll take the organic milk today. While choosing cheese, Jessica unexpectedly meets her neighbor, Mrs. Brown. Hi, Jessica. Doing your weekly grocery shopping? Jessica, yes, I come here every weekend. How about you? Mrs. Brown, same here. I just bought these new fruit yogurts. They're on special discount today. Jessica, really? Thanks for letting me know. I'll definitely have a look. Jessica walks over to the yogurt section and picks up a few packs to try something different. Next, she heads to the meat counter because she's planning to cook a family dinner. Jessica, hello. I'd like to buy some chicken breast. How much would you recommend for a family of 4? Butcher, around 2 pounds should be enough for everyone. Jessica, sounds good. Could you please weigh that for me? The butcher weighs the chicken, wraps it carefully, and hands it to her. Butcher, here you go. Is there anything else I can get for you? Jessica, no, that's everything. Thank you very much. As Jessica continues walking through the store, she notices a promotional sign in the snack aisle. Jessica, oh, these crackers are on a buy one, get one free offer. The kids will love these. I should grab a couple of boxes. Finally, she arrives at the checkout counter. Cashier, hello? Were you able to find everything you needed today? Jessica, yes, thank you. I even found some great discounts. The cashier scans all the items, and Jessica hands over her membership card. Cashier, your total comes to $82.50. Will you be paying by cash or card? Jessica, I'll pay by card, please. After completing the payment, Jessica thanks the cashier, collects her shopping bags, and leaves the supermarket feeling satisfied. This simple shopping trip teaches us many useful English expressions that we can use in everyday life. Whether you're asking for directions inside a store, requesting fresh products, talking with neighbors, or paying at the counter, these conversations will help you speak English more naturally and confidently. Now, it's your turn. Practice these conversations aloud. Repeat the sentences several times and try using them whenever you visit a supermarket or grocery store. The more you practice, the more fluent and confident you'll become. Daily routine of Emily's busy lifestyle. Now let's move on to another practical English lesson based on a daily routine. Meet Emily, a 29-year-old digital marketing professional who lives in Chicago. She enjoys staying organized and believes that a productive morning creates a successful day. Every weekday follows a healthy routine that keeps her focused, energetic, and motivated. Early morning, Emily's alarm rings at 6 a.m. She slowly wakes up, stretches for a few seconds, and reaches for her phone. Before getting out of bed, she checks her messages, emails, and a few social media updates. After spending a short time online, she decides it's time to begin her day. She walks to the bathroom, brushes her teeth, washes her face, and completes her skincare routine. She uses a gentle cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen because taking care of her skin is an important part of her daily life. Looking into the mirror, she smiles, feeling fresh and ready for another busy day. Morning exercise. Emily changes into comfortable workout clothes, ties her hair into a ponytail, grabs her water bottle, and heads to the fitness center inside her apartment building. She spends about 30 minutes exercising. Sometimes she runs on the treadmill, while other days she focuses on strength training and stretching exercises. By 7 a.m., she finishes her workout feeling active and full of energy. Healthy breakfast back in her apartment. Emily prepares a healthy breakfast. Today she makes a fruit smoothie using bananas, spinach, almond milk, berries, and protein powder. While enjoying breakfast, she reviews her schedule for the day. She has client meetings, project deadlines, and a marketing presentation that she needs to complete before the weekend. Getting ready for work around 7:30 a.m. Emily takes a warm shower and gets ready for the office. She carefully chooses a smart business outfit, a navy blazer, a white blouse, and black trousers. To complete her professional appearance, she wears simple earrings, a delicate necklace, and comfortable black shoes. After applying light makeup, she packs her handbag with everything she'll need, including her laptop, notebook, charger, water bottle, and a healthy snack. By 8:15 a.m., she's ready to leave for work. Traveling to the office, Emily walks to the subway station while listening to an inspiring business podcast through her headphones. The city streets are already busy with people rushing to work, buses stopping at traffic lights, and cars filling the roads. The subway is crowded as usual, but Emily uses the travel time wisely. She checks important emails, reviews her to-do list, and prepares mentally for her first meeting. After a 20-minute ride, she reaches her destination and walks the final few blocks to her office building. Starting the workday, Emily arrives at work shortly before 9 a.m. She places her bag on her desk, prepares a cup of black coffee, opens her laptop, and reviews the day's priorities. Her first meeting begins at 9:30 a.m., where she joins her team to discuss a new digital marketing campaign for a skincare company. Emily actively shares creative ideas, listens carefully to her teammates, and helps organize the project timeline. Her manager appreciates her confidence and leadership during the meeting. Client meeting later in the morning. Emily meets one of her regular clients. They discuss advertising strategies, social media performance, content planning, and future marketing goals. The conversation is smooth because they have worked together for over a year and understand each other's expectations. Emily carefully answers every question and offers practical suggestions to improve the campaign. Lunch break at 12:30 p.m. Emily takes a well-deserved lunch break. She walks to a nearby cafe with her close friend and colleague, Jessica. They order fresh salads and cold drinks before sitting outside to enjoy the pleasant weather. During lunch, they chat about work, weekend plans, and interesting places they'd like to visit. Before returning to the office, Emily sends a quick message to her mother and confirms dinner plans with her boyfriend. Busy afternoon. The afternoon is filled with presentations, planning sessions, and project updates. At 2 p.m., Emily leads a presentation for her team, explaining marketing ideas and discussing upcoming deadlines. Everyone participates actively, making the meeting productive and enjoyable. Later in the afternoon, she takes a short coffee break and spends a few minutes talking with co-workers in the office kitchen. By 4 p.m., she returns to her desk, replies to emails, finishes reports, and completes the remaining tasks before the end of the day. Heading home at 5:30 p.m., Emily finishes work, checks tomorrow's schedule, packs her belongings, and leaves the office. She catches the subway back home. This time, the train is less crowded, so she relaxes while reading articles on her phone and listening to calming music. Around 6:15 p.m., she arrives home, changes into comfortable clothes, and starts preparing dinner. Tonight, she's cooking grilled salmon with roasted vegetables and brown rice. Evening routine at 7:30 p.m. Her boyfriend Daniel comes over for dinner. They enjoy their meal together. talk about their day, and make plans for the upcoming weekend. After dinner, they relax on the sofa and watch their favorite TV series while enjoying a peaceful evening. Night routine. Around 9:30 p.m., Emily begins her nighttime skincare routine. She washes her face, applies moisturizer and eye cream, brushes her teeth, and changes into comfortable pajamas. Before going to sleep, she spends a few minutes writing in her journal. She records the highlights of her day, writes down things she's grateful for, and sets small goals for tomorrow. Finally, at 10 p.m., Emily sets her alarm, turns off the lights, and goes to bed feeling proud of everything she accomplished during the day. This daily routine introduces many useful English words, expressions, and real-life conversations that learners can use when talking about their own everyday activities. Practice reading this story aloud every day. Repeating these sentences regularly will improve your pronunciation, build your vocabulary, and help you speak English with greater confidence and fluency. Job interview in English. Nina's big opportunity. Welcome to the final conversation of today's lesson. This story is about a confident young professional named Nina, who is preparing for one of the most important job interviews of her career. Through this lesson, you'll learn useful English vocabulary, professional interview questions, and natural conversations commonly used during job interviews. Let's begin. A fresh start. It's a cool Monday morning, and Nina wakes up at exactly 6 a.m. Today is a very important day because she has an interview for the position of senior marketing manager at a well-known company. She has spent several weeks preparing for this opportunity, and although she feels a little nervous, she's also excited to show her skills and experience. After getting out of bed, Nina heads to the bathroom to begin her morning routine. She brushes her teeth, washes her face, and follows her usual skincare routine using a cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Next, she applies light makeup to create a clean and professional appearance. Looking in the mirror, she smiles with confidence and reminds herself that she is fully prepared. Choosing the right outfit at 6:30 a.m., Nina opens her wardrobe and carefully selects what to wear. After trying a few different outfits, she chooses a navy blue business suit with a white blouse. She pairs it with black heels, a silver necklace, and a matching wristwatch. Everything looks neat, elegant, and suitable for a professional interview. Feeling satisfied with her appearance, she gathers her documents and places them neatly inside a professional folder. Preparing before leaving around 7 a.m., Nina prepares a healthy breakfast. She makes a smoothie using banana, spinach, almond milk, and protein powder. While enjoying breakfast, she reviews information about the company, studies the job description, and practices answering common interview questions. Before leaving home, she checks her resume, cover letter, certificates, and identification one final time. She takes a deep breath, smiles, and tells herself, "You've worked hard for this. Just be yourself." Traveling to the company at 8:30 a.m., Nina leaves her apartment and walks toward the subway station. During the journey, she listens to a motivational podcast that helps her stay calm and confident. Instead of worrying, she focuses on positive thoughts and imagines herself having a successful interview. After a 30-minute ride, she arrives near the company's office building with plenty of time to spare. Arriving at reception, the office building looks modern and impressive. Nina walks confidently to the reception desk. Receptionist. "Good morning. How may I help you today?" Nina. "Good morning. I have a job interview scheduled for 9:30 with the HR manager. My name is Nina Collins, receptionist. Welcome, Ms. Collins. Everything is ready. Please have a seat in the waiting area. Someone will come to meet you shortly." Nina. "Thank you very much." While waiting, Nina reviews a few notes and observes employees working together in a professional environment. She feels inspired and hopes to become part of the company. The interview begins at exactly 9:30 a.m. The HR manager, Ms. Johnson, walks into the waiting area. Ms. Johnson. "Good morning, Nina. It's a pleasure to meet you. Please come with me." Nina. "Good morning. Thank you for having me." They enter a meeting room and begin the interview. Ms. Johnson. "Please tell me a little about yourself." Nina. "Certainly. I have worked as a marketing specialist for the past several years. During that time, I have managed digital campaigns, coordinated marketing teams, and successfully increased customer engagement through creative strategies. I'm passionate about marketing and always enjoy learning new skills." Ms. Johnson smiles and continues with more questions. Interview question 1. Ms. Johnson. "Can you describe a successful project you have worked on?" Nina. "Of course. Last year, I led a product launch campaign that combined social media advertising, email marketing, and influencer partnerships. The campaign exceeded our expectations by increasing customer engagement and significantly improving sales within the first few months." Interview Question 2. Johnson, how do you manage deadlines when several projects require your attention at the same time? Nina, I always begin by organizing my priorities. I divide large tasks into smaller steps, create realistic schedules, and maintain clear communication with my team. Staying organized helps me deliver quality work even under pressure. Interview question 3. Johnson, what motivates you to perform at your best? Nina, I enjoy solving problems, achieving meaningful goals, and helping businesses grow. Every new project gives me an opportunity to learn, improve, and contribute something valuable. I also stay updated by reading industry articles, attending webinars, and learning from experienced professionals. Ms. Johnson appears impressed with Nina's thoughtful answers. Candidates' questions. As the interview comes to an end, Ms. Johnson smiles. Ms. Johnson, do you have any questions for us? Nina, yes, thank you. I'd like to know more about the team I would be working with and how different departments collaborate on major projects. Ms. Johnson, that's an excellent question. Our teams work closely together, communicate openly, and support each other throughout every project. Collaboration and innovation are important values in our company. Nina, that sounds like a wonderful environment. I would be excited to contribute to such a team. Interview ends. The interview finishes on a positive note. Ms. Johnson, thank you for coming today, Nina. We enjoyed speaking with you. Our recruitment team will contact you very soon regarding the next step. Nina, thank you very much for your time and consideration. It was a pleasure meeting you. Nina leaves the office feeling confident and satisfied with her performance. A relaxing afternoon after the interview, Nina visits a nearby cafe. She orders a grilled chicken salad and a cup of herbal tea while reflecting on the conversation. She writes down a few notes about the interview, including the questions she answered well and the areas she can improve in the future. Later, she visits a local bookstore and buys a book about leadership and personal development to continue improving her professional skills. Ending the day, in the evening, Nina returns home feeling proud of herself. She prepares a simple dinner, spends some quiet time reading her new book, and later writes in her journal. She reflects on everything that happened during the day and reminds herself that every interview is an opportunity to learn and grow. Before going to bed, she sets her alarm for the next morning, switches off the lights, and falls asleep with hope and confidence, knowing she gave her very best. This lesson introduced many useful English expressions used in professional job interviews, including greetings, self-introductions, answering interview questions, and speaking confidently in formal situations. Practice these conversations regularly. Repeat each answer aloud, and try to use these expressions whenever you prepare for a real interview. With consistent practice, your English communication skills and confidence will continue to improve every day. And with that, we've reached the end of today's lesson. First of all, I want to congratulate you for completing this English speaking challenge. Whether you watched every lesson from day 1 to day 7 or you joined us today, remember one important thing. Every small step you take in English brings you one step closer to success. Don't worry if you still make mistakes. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are proof that you're learning. Every fluent English speaker once struggled with pronunciation, vocabulary, and confidence. The only difference is that they never stop practicing. Always remember, speak English every single day, even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes. Read English, listen to English, think in English, and most importantly, never be afraid to speak English. Confidence doesn't come before practice. Confidence comes because of practice. 6 months from now, you'll thank yourself for not giving up today. Imagine the day when you'll confidently introduce yourself, travel to another country, pass a job interview, communicate with international clients, or achieve your dream career. All because you decided to practice English consistently. Your future starts with the decision you make today. So, don't stop here. Keep learning, keep improving, keep believing in yourself. Because every single day you practice, you become a better English speaker than you were yesterday. Truly believe that you can achieve fluency. And I'll be here to help you throughout your English learning journey. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. If you found today's lesson helpful, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to English Gateway for more practical English lessons, daily conversations, vocabulary, grammar, and spoken English practice. Also, turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Write one sentence in English in the comments below and tell me, why do you want to learn English? I'll personally read your comments, and I'll try to reply to as many of you as possible. Thank you once again for your love and support. Take care, keep smiling, keep practicing, and remember, your English journey doesn't end here. This is where your success begins. See you in the next lesson. Until then, stay motivated, stay confident, and keep speaking English.